everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Colts are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Titans, who will need to solve that secondary.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Ohio, flex round, here we go,
a second down throw for Brissett over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go!
2nd down, Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And an alley to run. How did he a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. Now they try the right side here. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
For me, that's an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Morrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Hamilton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrow. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Off-play action. Morrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Morrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on first down. Morrow. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Now they'll run on the draw. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Morrow. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Morrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 53 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on second down. Morrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Off-play action. Morrow. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Chris Baker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrow got some real estate inside the 30. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Over. Back to Philly. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Morrow. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And Gano's kick is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Brissett from the gun on third. And he finds his man Griffin. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Brissett again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Brissett to throw on first. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, here's Brissett. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he knocks it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Morrow trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Morrow going deep here for Taylor. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Now they'll run on the draw. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Looking to throw. Morrow. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 38 yards. And it'll give the Colts a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brissett. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Brissett. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Hyde in the game. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And the Titans getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jayon Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrow, he's going to air one out. And got his man complete. The 30. 10. For touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Gano out to kick this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw, Brissett. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go.
To throw is Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! Let's go! Right at 38!
A first down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. And some space here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go!
Brissett sets to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Ohio! Let's go! What? 90! Ohio!
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play clock winding down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
From the red zone now, Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. First down, Morrow. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right there at the 43.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
Let's go.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
Let's run. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Brissett. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Morrow. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrow. going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Morrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone getting the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Ohio! 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 Let's go! What?
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Let's go! What?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
On second down, Hyde. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on second down. Morrow, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Back to throw. Morrow. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars.